Hello, thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing this channel, Comfort for Life by Comfort Mary Maziga. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you. Today, I've come with another good and exciting video. And the topic for today is don't dwell in the past. You have to move on. Move on, move on. Don't dwell in the past. There's no need for you to dwell in the past. Because this life, we have to move forward and not going backward. That's why don't dwell in the past. Don't dwell in the past. What had happened to you in the past was just a pavement. It was just a way for you to go through the future, the present enjoyment, and even the future glory that you are looking after. Don't dwell in the past. And today, I want to tell you the consequences that comes with you dwelling in the past, with you not moving forward, with you just being stagnated somewhere. Don't be so stagnant. And these are the consequences. The first one that I wanted to talk to you about is limitation and fear. When we dwell in the past, there's that limitation and fear that really captures us. And when you are fearful, you become so fearful when you dwell in the past, in the sense that when you had done something in the past and that it had gone wrong, you become so fearful of trying it again with the mindset that you are going to fail because you are still holding what had happened to you in the past instead of moving forward. And how does this happen? This might be a business that maybe you had invested your money and it had gone wrong. And then you keep holding that I'm not going to trade this anymore because it's not going to work. Who told you that it's not going to work? It will work. Don't dwell in the past. Don't let the past failures define your present. No. Or define your future. You are not a failure because you failed once. There's another thing called limitation. And why am I talking about limitation? This thing that holds you in the past might not be something that had really immediately happened to you, but this can be a family issue. There are people who think because in their family there is no one who had gone to school, there's no one who had done great in their lives, and they think that they will never get to another level because there's no one in the family that has got there. There are things in the family that really happen as a result of spiritual, let me say, generational curses. But then you have to take an action, take an extra mile, take time in prayer, break those generational curses. There are families who are, people are just being, they're finished. That's why when you go to hospital, they ask you the history of the family. They ask you, is there any cancer or diabetes history in your family? It's because the history also matters. But you don't have to dwell there. The things you have to break, and then you move forward. That limitation, break those generational curses. And if you don't know how to go about it, look for a pastor, look for someone who will take you through the journey of breaking those generational curses, because you are not supposed to dwell in the past. Holding grudges. There are people you are holding in your heart. Why are you holding them in your heart? There are people who are just senseless. They will hurt you and move on. They move on with their life as if nothing has happened. And you are just there, wounded. And they are moving on with their lives. Why can't you just move on? Forgive them. Clean your heart. Make yourself right before God. And just move on with your life. Don't hold grudges. Forgive them. There are people who are just senseless. Maybe you're a single mother and you're still holding on that person who had really come and betrayed you and just played around with your life, joke around with your life, and they had moved on. There are people who are just senseless. They just need the saving grace. Move on, forgive and move on. There's no need to hold on unforgiveness. It will just hurt you and it will make you so miserable while you have to move forward. You have to go on, you have to press on and move forward, because you are meant to do great in this life. And if you keep holding those people in your heart, you'll develop sicknesses that will just lead you to death maybe, and not to enjoy your life. You have to be free. There's that freedom that people feel when they release people from their lives. Depression. That's the third thing. There's so many things we can talk about, but then because of time, let's talk about these three things. That's why you should stop holding on the past. Depression is awaiting you if you keep holding in the past. I know losing someone is so hard. It's so hard when you lose someone. I had lost my dad, and it was so hard for me. I was even about to dwell in the past and think maybe I will go and change it. The things that will never change. You just have to accept that it has happened, and that you have to move forward. You have to move ahead. You have to go forward and forget about what has happened. I know it's so hard, that losing someone is so hard, and their memory can just evaporate from your heart, from your mind, but then you have to move forward, because depression is awaiting you, and depression now is a force that is even beyond understanding. Are you waiting to be depressed, or you're going to move forward? Really, I plead you, I beseech you, don't dwell in the past. Move forward. There's nothing that must keep you holding in the past failures. You are meant to be victorious, and you are meant to do great in life. That's why I'm telling you, don't wait for depression. It's so hard. It's so hard when you dwell in the past. It's so bad. And it's not good to dwell in the past. I'm telling you, I beseech you, my friend, my sister, my brother, my friend, and whoever is listening to me right now, there's no need to dwell in the past. Depression is awaiting you. I had gone through depression. I know how hard it is, and I'm telling you to not dwell in the past. Don't bring it upon yourself, because the burden, the bitterness, and even the things that comes in with depression in the life of a human being, it's so unbearable. I'm telling you, depression can lead to death and so many other stuff. Death. And you know, there are also people who are moving, but they're dead already because of depression. I'm telling you, don't end up there. I'm telling you, my friend, don't hold in the past. I beseech you. It's my prayer today that don't hold in the past. Move forward. There's need for you to move forward. Thank you for listening. Thank you. I love you, and thank you. Thank you. Like, share, help a friend, and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet.